Okay, hey, and welcome to our Thursday morning Hatha class. I hope you're feeling particularly mellow and awesome wherever and whenever you are. And we're going to find our way to a comfy cross-legged seat. And take your time, take any little wriggles or shuffles you need just to find that settled feeling. And then once the body's started to settle, gently let the eyes come towards closed. And start to bring the attention towards the breath as we start to settle the mind and draw ourselves into this moment, this practice. Without placing any judgment or trying to change anything. See if you can observe the quality of the mind. And it's a bit of a vague statement, but is the mind feeling very busy, relaxed? Is there a tone or a mood that is pervading the day, the moment? And as I said, there's no judgment and there's no effort to change. It's an exercise of inquiry, looking inwards and seeing what we find, and just noticing. The mind loves to create stories. So often we'll notice something and then there's a story. And sometimes that story is judgmental. I should have, I could have. So try to notice without storying. And when the mind starts to say, la 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 la, we just go, story, and try to maybe even imagine pushing that thought to the side or popping it like a bubble. And bring the attention back to the breath. Perhaps noticing a temperature difference at the nostrils as we inhale and exhale. Hatha yoga, sun and moon yoga. And the body, in the yogic, energetic body, the sun and the moon are Ida and Pingala. These spiraling channels that wrap around the spine like the snakes around the staff of Caduceus, the sign of medicine. And in the yogic body, they wrap around Sushumna Nadi, the central energy channel of the body that can be represented by the spine. So without moving the body, changing the depth of the breath, as we inhale, imagine these red and blue spirals around the spine, and the red and blue spiraling down and pooling at the base of the spine. And as we exhale, a warm yellowish white light tracing up the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Inhale the red and blue spiral, wrapping around the spine, pooling at the base. And exhaling this warm, healing, yellow and white light moves up the spine to the crown of the head. Keep going like that with the visualization, if it works for you, or letting that go and just returning to watching the breath. If you're sticking with the visualization, See if you can associate a feeling of well-being, of revitalization, with that yellowish white light that travels up Sushumna. Every now and again, check in with the posture and just observe if you slumped or leaned. Bring the back of the head back over the sacrum. The movement of the breath is intrinsically associated in yoga with the idea of prana, life force energy, similar to chi, in the Chinese way of thinking. So as we breathe in and these red and blue spirals wrap around the spine, we're drawing in this fresh energy, pooling it, and as we exhale the yellowish white light up the spine, we're radiating that fresh energy throughout the whole body. Or maybe we're just sitting and breathing. And if you need to take a look at me to see what I'm doing with my hands, you can open your eyes. We're going to bring the fingers like peace fingers, and then the first finger goes in front of the middle finger, and bring the backs of the hands down to the thighs, palms up. A slow, steady inhale. Fill the lungs as you circle the right hand up and block the right nostril. 20 Kapalabhati out through the left nostril. Exhale completely, keep it blocked. Inhale. Hold the inhale. Switch the hands, looping the left hand up to block the left nostril, and 20 out through the right. Exhale completely. Keep it blocked. Inhale fully. Retain the breath, lower the left hand, and 20 through both nostrils. Exhale fully, hold the breath out. Arms can go down on the thighs to help draw the tummy back. Lower the chin. Gently release the belly, then inhale smoothly. Fill the body with air. And hold the inhale. Try to soften through the outer body. Relax. Smoothly exhale. And take a couple of easy breaths. Return the hands to the starting position. Index finger crossed in front of middle, palms up. Backs of hands to thighs. And inhale as we loop up the right hand. Block right nostril. And 20. Fully exhale, keep it blocked. Inhale. Hold it and switch hands. Block left nostril, left hand. 20. Keep it blocked. Inhale. Hold it. Lower the hands and 20 through both nostrils. Fully exhale. Retain the exhale. Relax the belly. Inhale smoothly. And hold. Gently release the inhale. And take a couple of natural breaths. Okay, from here, bring the hands down behind you, the fingertips are facing away. And inhale, just open the sternum, open the heart. Try to feel the spine is still open at the back. Maybe engage the glutes to push the hips forward a little bit. Exhale, release that. And we're going to come to sit on the ground. So take the blocks away. Extend the left leg out and draw the right knee in. Wrap the arm around the right knee, around the front of the right knee. So we use the strength of the arms to come onto the front of the sitting bones and lengthen the spine. And as we exhale, roll the pelvis under, round the back. And a few like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So it doesn't need to be a very big movement, but really feel like you're rolling across the sitting bones, so the orientation of the pelvis changes between the rounded position and the straight up position. Seeing if we can use the core to help move the tailbone. Okay. Next time we come up, gaze to the front, raise the arms, and you might need to move the flesh from the sitting bones. Reach forward. So the arms, the right shoulder's inside the right knee. It's not a particularly big movement here. Try to feel like you're open. And then open the hands. So the back of the tricep comes to the front of the shin. Pause here. Turn the hands to the palms face the back. The thumbs are pointing down. And maybe exhale, the back of the right hand comes behind you. And maybe the left hand might find the right fingers to find a bind here. If the hands don't reach each other, try not to force it. Stick with this and use the pressure here to keep drawing the spine through. When the bind is ready, the hands will just find each other naturally, rather than it being a big stretch. So here we're looking to be like a capital U on its side. The arms behind the back or pressing against the shin may help us find more flexion in the upper spine. The neck is coming towards parallel with the earth. Perhaps the face is over the thigh, coming towards being above the knee. Next exhale, gently release the bind if you have it. Come back to seated, and we're going to drop that knee out to the side. Toes are coming towards the knee, so the right toes are coming towards the left knee. Inhale tall. Exhale, crawl the fingers forwards, and maybe the tailbone comes with it, and the spine and the head follow. A little fold. And walk yourself back up. Inhale. And the knee's going to come across. So the right knee is going to come across. Use the forearm of the right arm to help lever one knee atop the other. So we're coming towards Gomukhasana, half Gomukhasana, with the knees atop each other. If the knees floating, that's totally fine. Easing into this. As ever, fingertips behind, lengthen the spine. Exhale, maybe there's a fold here, laying the ribs down onto the leg. And if the body makes contact with the leg, maybe release the head, chin coming towards or even past the knee. Try to make sure the neck feels spacious and happy, whatever depth you're at. Inhale, sit back up. Take this right foot and tuck it behind, top of the right foot down on the ground. Here, we want to keep drawing the knees together. So this is all about stretching the quadricep. We start feeling it in the knee, we back off a little bit and try to keep the stretch in the quad. So keeping the knee on the floor, come down maybe onto one forearm. Maybe we open up, we come onto both forearms. Keep sending the knee away towards the outstretched foot. And feel like the belly wants to come up towards the head. So you're drawing the torso long, sending the knee away. And if it starts becoming uncomfortable in the knee, just come back up to a point where you can comfortably keep the knee on the ground. You don't want to overwork the connective tissue in the knee. Keep drawing the knees together. And from here, you're going to roll onto the left hip, drawing the knee across the body and then up towards the chin. So we're back on the forearms, left leg long, right knee's coming towards the chin. And we're going to draw circles here, rolling onto the left hip, extending the leg away, sweeping the foot round, and then the knee comes back up to the chin. Inhale as we come in, exhale as we push away and sweep round. Inhale, exhale. And next time you come to the chin, reverse the direction. Exhaling away, inhaling as you roll onto the hip and draw the knee in. A few more of these deep circles in the hip joint, getting all the fluid moving in the hip. And then next time you come to the middle, pause with the knee drawn in. Exhale, extend, heel away. Lift up, bring the fingertips towards us, just tickle the toes. Peace fingers, first and second finger of the right hand wrap around the big toe. Left fingertips come down for support. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep the core as still as you can. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale away. Bring that left hand through and grab hold of the outside of the foot. Straighten up. Inhale, arm up and open. So we want to maintain a nice upright body here and this open, spacious feeling across the chest. Maybe you draw the foot a little higher, but don't compromise the spine to try and find a high leg. Exhale, then the next inhale, circle that back arm back round. Now have both hands on the foot. Exhale, maybe we draw the foot a little. Maybe we bend the knee. From here, it's our compass prep. So the right arm's going to come under, towards coming under the right leg. And let's see if we can just drape the leg over the arm to start with and see how we're coming along with our little lift here. So the hands maybe need to come forwards a little bit. You might want to come onto fingertips. Lean forwards and see if we can draw the elbows together, draw in the core and lift the palm off the ground. Exhale, lower it back down. Again, if you can, lift up the foot. If not, do the first one again. Inhale, bum goes back, feet fly. And exhale, lower down. Ready to play with our compass pose. Left hand comes back to the outside of that right foot. I'll push the heel away, extend the heel away. And now I'll draw the leg towards street. Arm ideally goes behind the head. Head is moving freely. Turn to smell the left armpit. Gently let the knee rebend. A little wiggle there. And then let's release that leg, send it away, and we'll drum the calves. And come over to the other side. So we start with the knee drawing in, circling, inhaling onto the front of the sitting bones, exhaling, rounding the pelvis under. Inhale. Exhale. So you really want to be feeling this in the pelvis. You really want to be aware of the orientation of the pelvis changing. And it's a bit of a tricky one to find and to feel. So stick with it. I found this quite frustrating to find the exact feeling. You're rocking across the sitting bones, and that is telling the spine where to be. Couple more like this, rounding, inhaling, exhaling, and then we are releasing, reaching forwards, and going through the stages here. So finding our length, left shoulder inside left knee. Sitting bones are still grounded. Arms go wide. Thumbs face down. Bring the left hand around first. Maybe when we bring the right hand back, the fingers are just ready to meet. If the bind isn't there yet, keep the arms wide, and that's totally fine. Either way, use the pressure against the left shin to gently and progressively deepen the stretch with the breath. Here, gently unbind, bringing the sole of left foot to inside of right thigh. Lengthen up and ready to come down into our fold. Maybe drawing the flesh from the sitting bones, maybe crawling the fingers along the floor to gently guide ourselves into the fold. And walking fingertips back, inhaling, lifting the face, straightening up, and we're bringing the left knee on top of the right. So cross that knee over. Maybe we use the forearm to help guide one knee atop the other. Feeling settled, balanced across the seat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, we're coming forwards. Body's coming towards the thigh. Maybe if the body's on the thigh, lowering the face so the chin comes towards the knee. Maybe as you inhale, there's a a little bit more length, and you lift up the body and lay it back down and exhale, soft caterpillaring over the crossed leg. And inhale forwards and up. And we'll come to the quad stretch. So bend that left foot back. Knees come together. Top of foot is down. And we start to work our way back into it, finding our depth on this side. We might have a good side and a bad side. If that's the case, just notice, okay, this one's much easier on this side. Or this one's a bit more sore on this side. And to keep trying to draw the waistline up towards the shoulders as you send the knee away towards the outstretched foot. Push the knee into the ground. And we're going to come to our hip circle. So rolling onto the right hip, bring the knee across. Inhale it up under the chin and exhale away. 5 or 6 of these big circles in each direction. Inhaling towards the chin. Exhaling, pushing away. And when you're ready, taking it the other way if you haven't. And then next time the knee comes in, pause. Exhale, extend the heel away. Lift up, tickle the toes. And then grabbing hold of the big toe with the peace fingers. Other hand stabilizes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Couple more to even it out. See how far back that knee can go, how much you can open the hip. One more. And then the right hand comes to the outside of the foot, ready for the twist. So lengthen up, inhale, arm up, and open. Exhale. Nice and open across the chest, broad across the chest, upright through the spine. Maybe it feels like the shoulder blades are even starting to come together behind the body. Drawing the tummy in to support the height. And we're inhaling that back hand round. Both hands are on the feet. Extend the heel away. Maybe on the exhale, we draw the leg in. Ready for our compass sequence. So the left arm is going over, so the left leg's going over the left arm, like a backpack. And we're going to do 2 lifts here, so you can go straight to foot off the ground if you want, or just lifting up the bum. Floating it up. Exhale down. Pause. And let's go again. Inhale, float it up. And exhale. Lower down with control. Find your seat. Right hand to outside of left foot. So extending the heel away. My leg slipped down a bit, so I might reposition the leg, extend the heel away. Ideally, eventually the arm is behind the head's moving freely, turning to the right, sitting bones even on the floor. Gently releasing from the toes. Leg comes out long in front, and we'll just release those legs. Maybe roll the feet in and out a few times. And let's come down to the back. Roll down. Draw the soles of the feet towards the bum. And just pause for a moment here. Maybe pick up the head, tuck the chin slightly, and lay it back down, feeling that length at the back of the neck. If we feel like the shoulders are as spread out as they could be, can we soften and broaden the upper back any more? And from here, come onto the tiptoes. Gently bring the feet as close to you as you can, and then we'll extend the feet upwards. Bend the knees, coming towards a sort of happy baby position, and then extend the feet away and up. And more knees go to the side, and bend, feet are still flexed. Exhale, push up. Now I think we've got blocks here, so let's find a block. You can bring the sole of the left foot to the floor to help get into this, and let's see if we can bring the block onto the foot. Bend the knee. Draw it out to the side. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, maybe the foot comes towards the head. Exhale, send it away. Inhale, bend the knee out to the right. Exhale, lift it up, push it up. Fingertips lift. And maybe the body lifts up towards the foot. And we'll roll it back down, bend the knee, grab hold of the block, and we'll change over to the other leg. So I think easiest to start with the sole of the right foot down. So we can get that block on top of the foot, so on the left foot now. Exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, bending left knee out to the side. Half happy baby shape. Oops, I've dropped mine. Exhale, send the leg up to the ceiling. Inhale, bend the knee out to the side. Exhale, push it up. Inhale, one more to the side. Exhale, push it up, and then inhale, can we bring the leg towards the face? Exhale, send it away a little. And inhale, head and shoulders come up. Come towards tickling the toes. Draw the core in. Release the body down, bend the knee, take the block. Right, let's do something else with the block while we're here, just to mix things up a bit, keep it interesting. We'll come to lie on the belly. And what we're going to do is arms out in front, shoulders off, and we're just going to start passing the block around like this. And probably untuck the toes, push the top of the feet into the ground. And when you've done, I don't know, let's say 10, let's come the other way, passing the block from the other. So shoulders and chest stay pretty much still lifted up. And the next time you come to the front, pause and pick up the toes if you can. If it doesn't hurt the back, pick up the feet, extend the block away, and 3 more each way. Feet elevated, chest elevated. And when you're done with your last one, block down, forehead on the back of the hands, feet down. Gently wiggle out the hips. Now let's have one more little block and core game. We'll come up onto hands and knees. And this is the one I'll probably fail at, because this is quite tricky for me. We're going to see if we can balance the block on the foot behind us, on the hands and knees. And come up into this. Yep, there it goes. See if we can bring the thigh parallel to the floor with the block balanced on the foot. If you manage to bring it up, bring it back in, and then get ready to go again. Extending the thigh away. Drawing the knee in. Change sides. Exhale, draw the knee in. And extend it away. One more. Draw the knee in. Let the block go. And let's have a little free movement now after all that concentration. Maybe circling the shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees, and the other way. And just get a little bit expressive. Have a few breaths, just have a wiggle. Maybe a little twist. A dip of the elbows or sway of the shoulders, whatever feels good. Whatever feels good here. Been quite cerebral so far. Just feel into what your spine wants. And then in your own time, just making our way back to shoulders above wrists, walking those knees back a little bit, lifting the bum, drawing in the belly, and starting to come forward. Shoulders come past the wrists. We bend the elbows about 40%. Inhale, push strongly down through the hands, grip the floor. Exhale, hips go back. Pushing off the toes, inhale, round forwards. Shoulders come past wrists, back of neck parallel to floor, belly in. Half a chaturanga, knees down. Push strongly through the hands, inhale to come up. Exhale, sending the bum back. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, slowly rounding forwards. Unfurl the neck as your shoulders come past the wrists. Draw in the belly. Suck the elbows into the ribs. Inhale. Exhale back. Last one. Round forwards. Inhale. Push off the toes. Bend elbows. Lower down. Maybe a little lower. Inhale. Exhale. Untuck toes. Knees as wide as the mat. Take a couple of breaths in child's pose. Rest in child's pose. Wide knee child's pose. We're going to come through to Anahatasana or puppy dog pose. Bring your knees back under the hips, tuck toes. Hands walk as far forwards as you can. And then we're lowering down either the forehead, chin, or chest to the mat. Try to keep the thighs as upright as possible. Keep pushing through the toes and drawing the tummy in to help open the chest. From here, come to the forehead. If the forehead's not down, gently lift the forehead, press through the hands. Walk the hands in. Toes are still tucked. Lift the knees, extend back, downward dog. And finding our way into this downward dog, have a few moments to explore your own dog. This might be a sway of the hips, a shake of the head, playing with the position of shoulders, or checking in with what the hands are doing. Really trying to refine this core pose. We might practice this thousands of times in our life, over decades, constantly finding little things. Bend the knees deeply, let the ribs come towards the thighs. Back of neck long. Extend the heels away, keep the ribs glued to the legs until it's not possible anymore. Deep, deep downward dog here. Lift the heels round forwards, inhale, plank. Nice and slow, maybe those shoulders come past the wrists into a bit of a lean, draw the belly in. Exhale, back to dog, bend knees. Bend knees deeply, ribs touch the thighs. Extend the heels away. Lift heels, inhale, round foot. Flank lean. Bend knees, heads. Keep the knees bent as the hips come back and the ribs touch the thighs. Extend the heels away. And last one, inhale, lift onto the tiptoes. Exhale. Knees come back to dog. Inhale, look between the hands and step or float to the front. From here, separate the feet out, toes pointing out. Come back to find our yogi squat here. Malasana. So if you find that it's a nice little tip, if the heels don't like to touch down or you can't spend long with the heels down, you just make a little fold in the mat. So it's like a little just 1 inch heel support. And that can make it a lot easier to come down and stay down here. So just if that's useful. I'm going to open into a little twist here. Just bring the shoulders through, the triceps through. Palm of the left hand comes to the mat. Inhale the right arm up. Nice. Exhale, bring the right hand back down and in. Reset in the middle. Right palm comes down. Inhale. Open out. Left arm up to the sky. Draw the belly in. And exhale back to the middle. Reset. Exhale, left arm comes down. Inhale, right arm floats. Maybe this time, left arm wraps around the back and the right arm finds it to find a bind. Bound Malasana. Opening to the right. Release the bind. Exhale, center, hands to prayer. Reset. Exhale, right palm down. Inhale, left arm up. Maybe back of right hand, the lower back. Maybe the left hand finds the right twist, twisted bind. Inhale, release. Exhale, hands to prayer. We're going to stand up, so fingertips down. Bring the feet in a little and roll up on the inhale. I'm just going to reset like that. Inhaling all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to prayer to Tadasana. Palms out to the front, open shoulders. Bend knees, inhale, chair pose. Weight to the left foot, inhale, right knee up, straighten. Exhale, back to crescent lunge, right foot steps back with control. Inhale, high lunge, crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus on, squeeze the shoulder blades together, push off the toes. Open the chest, open the thigh. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale. Small back bend, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, this time lengthen the front leg. Exhale, hands to the hips. Lengthening up on your next inhale. Exhale, maybe use the thumbs to guide the pelvis over, coming towards pyramid pose. Always use a couple of blocks here, trying to find a nice straight back. On the next exhale, draw the left hip back and maybe there's a fold. You've got the head down, the hands can come back between the feet. Wherever we are, walk fingertips forwards, bend front knee, come into a long runner's lunge, make it as long as possible between back heel, crown of head. Hands down, step back to plank, pause, draw the belly in, get long. Ready for the chaturanga, draw the elbows in, exhale down, untuck the toes, inhale up for cobra. Feel like the index fingers reach forward as the outside of the elbow reaches back. Exhale, tuck toes, maybe draw the heels towards the bum. Send the hips back. Inhale, downward dog. A little sway here. And then we'll inhale and extend the right leg back and away. Exhale to open the hip, keep the leg long. Another breath here. Inhale, reset the hips. Exhale the right knee to the nose, under the body, get long, round in. Inhale the foot back up and away. This time, the right knee to the right elbow, exhale. Pause. Inhale. Twisting across the body, right knee towards the left elbow. Extend that right leg away. The foot can touch down or hover. Inhale the left hand up, fallen triangle. Keep the chest open, the foot lifting is optional. And looking to the front of the mat, left hand down, inhale, back to three-legged dog, right leg back and away. Exhale, step the right foot through. Inhale up, high lunge. Ready to come through to warrior three. Lean forwards. Warrior three. Inhale the left knee through and up. Exhale, extend the left foot away. And then gently lower it down. Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. And pause. Let the eyes close. Let the breath settle. Release any stories about yourself or the practice. And get ready for the next side. So we're going to inhale, arms up, and come into Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. Check you can see your toes. You can't see your toes, send the hips back more. And then weight to the right foot, hands down, inhale, left knee up and through. Exhale, left foot steps back, inhale, high lunge. Inhale, gaze up, exhale, small back bend, cactus arms, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open the heart. Last one. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, hands to the hips. Using the thumbs to guide the pelvis forwards. Exhale, right hip back. Body comes parallel with the mat. Pause. Use the blocks if you need to. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe the fold. Keep drawing the right hip back.
keep really drawing the hip back, push down through the front foot. And then inhale, gaze forwards, bend front knee, get long. Back heel reaches away from the crown of the head. Hands down, step back to plank. Exhale, hold. Send the heels away, draw the pelvis through. Back of neck long. Exhale, down chaturanga. Maybe straight through to upward dog, thighs float. Stick with cobra. Exhale. Inhale to plank. Exhale. Downward dog. Again, a pause here. Maybe there's a sigh that comes out. Now ready for this next section. We'll inhale the left foot up and back and away and get long. Exhale, open the hips, keep the leg long, pause. Then we inhale to reset the hips. Exhale, left knee under the body towards the nose, get long, round. Inhale the leg back and away. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up and away. Twisting under the body, left knee to the right elbow. And then we extend the leg through. Maybe we keep the foot floating. Maybe we lower the foot to the floor. All in triangle. Turning the gaze to the front of the mat. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Or left foot. Exhale, step the left foot through. Runner's lunge, preparing to flow through to warrior three. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift, warrior three. Inhale the right knee through. Exhale, hands down. Foot extends away. Inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale, lower the foot. Inhale, cycle arms up and exhale. Come to rest in Tadasana, standing with the palms facing forwards. Maybe we'll find some slightly less psychedelic music, a little bit intense. Okay, lovely. One standing sequence before we come to the earth. Let's inhale and fold forwards, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift halfway. Weight to the left foot. Pick up the right foot, point the toes. Flamingo. Maybe the hands come off the mat. Maybe the fingertips stay down. Exhale, send the right foot away. Bend left knee. Land the toes. And circle the arms to open to warrior two. From here, circle it out. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Arms up high. Turn the toes in. Hands to the hips. Exhale. Half fold. Check in with the knees. You might just soften the knees. Let the fingertips come to the earth. Inhale, open the chest, gaze forwards. Exhale. From the tailbone, folding forwards. If the knees are uncomfortable, soften the knees. And just let gravity do its work. So you might bring the backs of the hands to the mat. Maybe they're going back behind the feet. You might bring the hands on top of the feet. Or even interlace the hands behind the back to add a bit more weight. And just letting gravity stretch us here. Holding for a few breaths. Pushing down through the whole of both feet. Keep the feet grounded. Wherever the hands are, bring the fingertips back to the earth. Inhale, lift the chest parallel with the ground. Turn the left foot back to front and lift back up for warrior two again. Now warrior two, we're going to come to Trikonasana. So inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach forwards, get long gaze towards the front hand. Exhale, hand finds the block, shin, ankle, or mat. Keep drawing the front hip under, getting long through the spine. Stack the shoulders, open chest. From here, bend the front knee. Shuffle the back foot in a little bit. Use a block if you wish, or lift to half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. So fingers might be on the block here. Could be floating. Could be fingers on the earth. A little challenge here. Can we keep the arms outstretched and circle through to warrior three with the wide arms? Return the hip. If you fall out, don't worry. Find your way to warrior three. We're going to lower the fingertips to the mat, lower the back toes to the mat, and send the left foot back, three-legged plank. Three-legged plank, left foot back. Draw the belly in, shoulders above wrists, and then either three-legged chaturanga or ground the foot. And regular chaturanga. Inhale through cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale. Find your downward dog. A little shake of the head. A little wiggle. And from here, we're going to hop the feet outside them. Hop, 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 hop towards the front. Hop, 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 hop towards the back. Hop the feet back in. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Half lift, bend knees. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands back to our dog. And then hop forwards to our yogi squat, Malasana. Like a little frog. Straighten up, lift up, squeeze triceps. Opportunity here for a couple of breaths playing with Bakasana. Bring the knees to the triceps. Root the hands. Bend the elbows, and maybe we float a foot. Maybe we float 2 feet. Keep drawing the elbows in. Pushing the hands down, lifting the feet. Option, jump back chaturanga. Upward dog. And we'll come back to downward dog. When you're ready, making your way back to your downward dog. Bend the knees, inhale. Hop through. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last side. Inhale, fingers high, float the arms. Exhale, forward fold, roll it down. Nice and soft here. Inhale up onto the fingertips, weight to right foot. Pick up the left toes, point the toes. Bring the hands to heart center, flamingo. Exhale, left leg away and long. Inhale here, and then exhale, lower the back toes with control. Inhale up to warrior two. Warrior two, right foot forwards. From here, inhale, straighten the leg, turn the toes in, and then turn the heels in and come to goddess pose. So the knees are tracking with the toes. We're lowering the hips down. And we're trying to keep the pelvis under and the body upright rather than sticking the bum out and arching forwards. So try to keep a nice upright body. Inhale, straighten arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the knees, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, these goddess squats. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale, get as tall as you can. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and hold. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, straighten the legs. Turn the right toes back out. Return to warrior 2. Settle. Inhale, straighten front leg. Preparing for Trikonasana, reaching the right arm away, gaze to the hand. Exhale, find Trikonasana. Right hip under left hip. Open chest. Pushing the front foot down and away to help draw the right hip under, left hip over. Spine extends out of the pelvis. From here we bring the gaze to the front foot, bend the knee. Maybe we step the back foot in a little bit, get our block where we want it to be, and we come up to our half moon. Keep lifting the back leg. And from here through to warrior 3. And then from warrior 3, fingertips down, lower back toes, right foot back, option 3-legged plank. Option 3-legged chaturanga, lower down. Inhale through to your back bend. And back to downward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. So again, we'll hop the feet outside the mat, wide, and hop them towards the front. Shuffle the feet in a little bit so they're pretty much the width of the mat. And we're going to bring the space between forefinger and thumb around the back of the left heel. Inhale, open up into a twist here. Right arm lift towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the left hand, neutral spine, and then the inside of the right hand around the back of the right heel. Inhale, the left arm up. Sink the hips. Exhale, bring the left hand down, and maybe the left hand comes all the way back. So now, left hand back of the left heel, right hand's around the back of the right. And just see if we can drop the hips here. Maybe we can wiggle the elbow under the thigh, and we're dropping the hips. Keep drawing the elbows together, sending the weight backwards, and maybe we find the toes start to get lighter. That's enough. If the toes are really light, maybe we find that the feet float and we might be able to cross the feet one way or the other. This is called shoulder pressure pose. Keep dropping the bum, lifting the gaze, squeezing the elbows together. If the feet are floating, maybe the feet might extend away, Utthitipasa. Or maybe they won't. Wherever we are, just let the bum fall down to the earth. Give ourselves a little mental pat on the back for all of that. And we'll calm down to the earth now. So we practiced our frog yesterday. Today we'll come back to our wide-legged forward fold. So, should be nice and warm now. We've done loads with the hips and the pelvis over the last couple of days. But as ever, we're trying to teach the body to relax here. So get ready to prop yourself as you've done before. So as I've been emphasizing, this is all about the tailbone. Where the tailbone goes, the spine will follow. So we'll start, fingertips away, lifting out of the lower back, opening the chest, dragging that lower spine forwards. Pause. See if we can settle the bum a little bit more, get a little bit soft. Maybe the gaze starts to soften. Maybe the fingertips come in front of us and the hands walk away a little bit. But try not to drop the head. Try to keep the spine long. And when you feel like you've reached some sort of a threshold, we'll support the forehead using our blocks. Forearms to the mat. Toes draw back towards the knees. Engage the glutes and the quads. Maybe the spine lengthens on the inhale. Maybe the forehead lowers a little further on the exhale. And once you've got the forehead supported, just try and stop there. Try and stop there and just close the eyes and keep the breathing really nice, really smooth, and the thoughts on pleasant things until it really feels like you're not fighting against the body anymore. And if you can't find that place, then maybe just a couple of hands on top of the block just to raise yourself up an inch till you start to feel a little bit of relaxation. In due time, maybe you reduce the amount of props and you feel you can relax onto a slightly lower prop. Still feeling like the spine is extending out of the pelvis, tailbone is guiding the angle, and we're not just dropping the head. Staying with this for another couple of minutes. And to come out, we're very gently going to lift the forehead off the supports and slowly walk the hands back, walking ourselves back up to upright and just pausing there for a moment, feeling the stack of the spine, the weight coming down to the mat. From here, the hands come under the thighs, lean back a little bit, gently draw the knees in. Cross the ankles, the hands come down, and lift briefly to a downward dog. Right leg goes back and up, and then as we exhale, the right knee comes towards the right wrist for pigeon pose. Extend the left leg away. And again, this can be a really great place to use some blocks. If the buttock isn't touching down, we can get a block under the bum, or we might have the hands on the blocks here. See if we can get nice and upright. Maybe you walk that back foot away. Maybe you untuck the toes and push the foot down. From here, when you're ready, gently walk the fingers forwards. And we're coming towards a sleeping pigeon. So maybe the forehead again comes to a block, the back of the hands or the mat. And we use gravity and the weight of the body to open the hips. Remember the idea of caterpillaring the body. You might inhale, lift the torso up, exhale, find just another inch or two of length in the spine and lay it back down. Breathing into the back of the body between the shoulder blades. We're gently going to come back up. So lift the forehead. Again, we'll walk the hands in. If there's a block underneath you, take it to the side. Roll onto that right hip. We're going to sweep the left foot all the way around so it comes outside the right thigh. If the left leg's uncomfortable, you can extend it or keep the foot tucked towards the buttock. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, wrap right arm around the left knee, twist to the left. Shoulders parallel to the long edge of the mat, if the hips are still facing forwards. Inhale to grow taller, lengthen the spine. Exhale to find softness. Inhale, gently release. Exhale, counter twist to the other side, gentle counter twist. Uncross the leg. Come back to all fours. And brief downward dog. Inhale, left foot up and away. Just into pigeon on the other side. Left knee comes through. Right leg reaches away. Hands could be on blocks. If the left hip is floating up in the air, try grounding it on a block. And then as you're ready, start to come forwards. Using the fingertips, walking ourselves forward. And take the time, If the openness to just flop forwards isn't there, then it can come. We're going to get a lot further by easing in with a gentle breath, and a soft face, a willingness to use a prop until the body relaxes. Always bring that block. Just breathe the floor closer to the head. Get that forehead supported. Release the jaw. And let gravity work its magic on your hips. Breathing into the back body. Ever so gently, we're going to come up, lift the forehead and start to walk the hands back in. Lifting ourselves back up, trying to retain any feeling of softness. Onto left hip. Right foot's going to sweep round and we're going to find this twist shape. So again, you can always extend this left leg away if it's not comfy. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, wrap that elbow around the right thigh. And let the right fingertips fall behind you, twisting to your right. Try to keep the sitting bones equal across the mat and the breath equal across both sides of the chest. breath here. And we're going to gently release and inhale. Soft counter twist over to the other side. Sit back up, uncross the legs. Reverse tabletop so the fingertips face towards the bum. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lift the hips. You're squeezing glutes here to support the lower back. Exhale, glutes buttocks come towards the heels. Roll the spine down and we're ready for our bridge pose. Flow through, inhale, ready to lift. Exhale, send the hips up, float the hips between shoulders and knees. A little thing we don't normally do here, bring the arms like robot arms, fingertips point towards the ceiling, triceps are on the mat. Now your exhale, push the elbows down and use that to lever the hips a little bit higher. Keep pushing down through the feet, squeezing the glutes, support the knees, draw the thighs together. Another breath here, push that little bit more, lift the hips that little bit higher. And then with love, exhale and start rolling the spine back down. Take your time, roll the spine back down onto the mat. Resist the urge to pull the knees in. And take one more round here. Or if you've still got the energy and the desire, you can take wheel pose here. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, float the hips. If you want to come to your wheel, hands go back behind the head. Lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Open the shoulders. Wherever we are, keep drawing the knees together, engaging the glutes, lengthening the belly button away from the pubic bone. And we'll all come back down. If you're in your wheel, try to land the shoulders before the head. And then we roll the spine down with love. Allow the knees to rock gently from left to right. And we're going to take an inversion here, so you can take shoulder stand. Or if you want a more restorative inversion, bring the block on the medium setting under the sacrum. Make sure you feel balanced with the buttocks just over the edge of the block. You can lift a knee, extend a leg, and let it be met by the other foot. So you could take a restorative Viparita Karani, or come through to your shoulder stand practice. If you're in shoulder stand, let's have the hands on the back for support. That's it. See if we can let the eyes close here. If you're in a shoulder stand, gently let the toes fall behind the head, plow pose. The backs of the hands to the mat and roll out with control. If you're in the supported back bend, see if you can bend the knees and let the feet drop away. Trusting, yes, that's it. Roll the pelvis back over the block and let the feet come down to the earth. That's nice, Steve. Really nice. You'll find it easier if the hands are behind the head rather than by the hips. But, lovely. So, last chance for any final releases you might want. You might want to take a supine twist here. Or draw one knee in and then the other to the armpit. Take happy baby. Or anything else that just feels good and what your body wants right now. So just a couple of minutes to prepare for Shavasana.
Getting into any last little spots that just are crying out for a little stretch. Do whatever feels best. Another minute. So if you're doing something that needs evening out, come onto your second side. As you're ready for your Shavasana, there's no rush at all. Find your comfy spot, your comfy position. Maybe the soles of the feet are on the floor. Maybe the legs are up the wall, or maybe we're in the classic legs extended away, arms extended away posture. Taking that time to just set up, whether it's a blindfold or a blanket or a sip of water, so we know we're going to be totally able to relax. Now letting the eyes close, releasing any control over the breath, any need for the breath to be a particular way. And scanning the body internally, seeing if we can find any tensions that we don't need, anything we can relax, anything we can soften. Especially check in with the jaw and the facial features. Seeing if we can find any softness there, any gripping we can release. Maybe at the hip-thigh junction, there's a little unconscious gripping, and we can let that go. Feeling as if we might melt into the mat. Now let the next breath be a bit fuller and come into the upper body, upper chest. Expand the ribs. Feel the ribs press into the mat. And exhale, soften, and see if we can keep that feeling of the upper chest, shoulders spreading into the mat. And once more like that. Inhale, fill the rib cage, especially between the shoulders. The heart expands, and exhale, softens. The next inhale, let it travel down to fingertips and toe tips and just give them a little wiggle. Exhale, soften. And a bit more energy this time. Inhale. Expand and wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe we start to bring a little rotation to the wrist, ankle. And then let's stretch. Inhale, stretch, get long, like waking up from a blissful sleep. Softening down. One more stretch. Inhale. And as you exhale, roll onto one side. Let the side of the head come onto the arms. Pause. Savoring this last moment of rest. And then slowly inhaling and making our way to our cross-legged seat. Returning to our seat. Inhale, circle arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Chant Lokaha Samasta 3 times. Listen or join in. Lokaha Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Lokaha Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Lokaha Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Gently, gently bow forehead towards fingertips and lift heart soft through back of neck and shoulders. Taking a moment to just check in with the miracle of consciousness. Oh yeah, I'm alive. That's pretty great. Pretty awesome. Thank you for your attention, your energy, your practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Suksma.